Good morning, everybody. It's Tamara Bennett from Southern Adornments Decor. It's time for Friday Fab 5. I do this at 9:30 on Friday mornings. We share 5 of my favorite things with you all. It may be something I found on Amazon or TikTok Shop. It might even be something in our own store. And I've got a few fun things to share with you today, including the new tool that I've been using on my hair. If you've noticed, the waves in my hair look a little different the past week or two. It's because I found a new tool on TikTok that I decided to try. So I'm going to be sharing that with you all. I've also been trying to get back into doing more walking, and I've found some really great walking shoes. My other ones that I had been wearing, the bottoms had gotten so worn out to where every time I stepped on a rock, I could feel it through the sole of my shoe. So I knew it was time. I've also got a fun little investing app if you need to like invest money. And that might not be for everybody, but I think it could be a really good solution for some of you who have a hard time saving. So we're going to talk about that. And I've got a few other things. Hello, Laura. Hello, Angel. And of course, we'll be talking about the Highland Cow Workshop that begins in just 2 weeks, April 15th. It's going to begin inside of a private Facebook group. So many of you guys have already signed up. Her name is Lola. We're going to be painting her inside a private Facebook group. So I'm going to be sharing all the details about that in just a moment. Good morning, Lauren. Have you enjoyed your spring break? It's been a very rainy spring break for Lauren here in Kentucky, I'm sure. It has still been raining this morning. My pool is about to overflow. It is so full of water. So, but thankfully, the tornado weather and all of that kind of passed over us, around us. It didn't really affect my like neighborhood area, but we don't like have down trees or limbs or anything, and we've had that before, so I'm glad it really wasn't that bad. Good morning, Stacy. Hi, Jacqueline. I see Nancy's here. Good morning, Mary and Brandy. Okay, so let's hop right in. Friday Fab 5. If you didn't get a notice letting you know I was going live for this, you can comment alert and it will notify you next time I get ready to go live, which will probably be this coming Tuesday. You can also comment link and it will send all the links to the things I'm talking about today to your inbox, your Facebook Messenger inbox. So I've just got that connected in the background for you. Good morning, Leanne. Hello, Rita. So here are the new walking shoes that I found. I had a day to myself. Isn't that lovely? A week or so ago, probably 2 weeks ago. And I took myself to the mall and I was like, I am not leaving here until I come home with some new walking shoes. Because like I was saying, the shoes that I had been wearing, every time I stepped on a rock, like I have a gravel driveway, you could just feel very much the rocks under your shoes. And I said something about that to my husband, and I was like, I'm getting blisters every time I walk. And he's like, well, how old are your shoes? I'm like, I don't know. Like they still look cute. And I explained about the rock thing, and he's like, you definitely need new shoes. Like if you're going to be walking for exercise, you need new shoes. Yay. Amy says, yay, I need new good sneakers. And I love Skechers. I have not owned a pair of Skechers in probably 15 or 20 years, maybe longer. I don't know. It's been a minute. But I went to the shoe store in the mall, tried on a few shoes, didn't like them. Then I saw these, and they are Skechers slip-ins. So you don't lace them up. And I'm like, am I getting old? I don't want to lace my shoes up anymore. I don't want to reach down and tie my shoes. But I don't know. I found these at the mall and I was real skeptical. So I tried some on. I was like, those feel kind of good. And I walked around in them and I was like, these feel pretty good. So I sat down. And I opened up my phone and Googled these and started looking at reviews. And the reviews are pretty good. But the main thing people were saying about these was that you got to get the fit right. So you really need to get the fit right on these. And so these are linked on Amazon, which means you can return them if they don't fit right. When I tried these on, I bought mine at the shoe department store in the mall, and they had them in regular sizes and wide sizes. I don't remember which one I bought, but I remember trying on like an 8.5, an 8.5 wide, a 9 and a 9 wide. And so it wasn't until I tried on, I think I tried on 3 or 4 different sizes and fits before I finally found ones that I was like, okay, these aren't slipping real bad. So the thing is, you want to make sure to get some that are not going to be slipping on the back of your heel. Does anybody own these particular shoes? Amy says that's not old. It's just efficient. I do love that all I have to do is walk over, put my foot in and push down and it's on. I don't have to do anything else. Mary says I have that exact style. Oh, I forgot it was going to overlay the thing like that. That's weird. They do have them in several cute colors. So if this is not your color, there are some really cute colors. I did get these because the practical side of me was like, well, these kind of will go with everything. They look like blue jean denim. They're kind of like a denim blue, deep blue. And so that's why I got these. And somebody said, Mary says, I love mine. Tina says, I love Skechers. I'm a runner, and I've been told you need to get new ones every 300 miles. Well, my husband's a runner, and he used to keep track of how many miles he had on his shoes because he had like the Nike Run app or whatever it was that like tracked your miles. And he would tell me how many miles and he was trying to justify buying new shoes. Okay. Link isn't working. Seriously? Okay. Hold, please. Hold, please. Talk amongst yourselves. I will go investigate. Let me see what's going on here. I connected it. Oh, it says it's off. I'm sorry. I connected it, but apparently I didn't toggle the button that turns it on. Good catch, guys. It's on now. My bad. Mary, I paid more than that for mine too. And I was really aggravated because I've already had mine for like a month or a couple weeks, and I've already been wearing them. So I can't like take them back now. But I think I might have paid like $70 for mine in the shoe department store 2 weeks ago. I should have investigated at how much they were online. But once I found the fit, the style, and the size that I needed, I was like, I'm just going to buy these. And I didn't really look to see if they were cheaper anywhere else. But then when I went to just yesterday, when I went to go find the link for Friday Fab 5, I'm like, those are $35. That's like half of what I paid. So yeah, these are way better deal than what I paid. So it kind of makes me think maybe I should just go and get a second pair in a different color. I mean, that sounds like justification. If you way overpaid for the first pair, you should be able to get a second pair at a cheaper price. Debbie said I paid about that for mine. I have the Skechers Sandler, and I love them. Okay, link's working. Good deal. Let's move on. I'm glad you guys like these shoes. If you don't have them, you should definitely try them. And if you're, I will say, like, if you're like me, I'm like an 8.5, sometimes 9, depending on the shoe. And when I put on the 8.5, it felt a little snug, I think. And so I ended up going up to an 8.5 wide because they are kind of narrow on your foot, but you want them to be so they don't slip around. But I went with like, I think the 8.5 wide, and that worked better for me. So just try on a couple of different sizes. If they don't fit the first pair, it's Amazon. Return them and order another pair in a different fit. Okay. Jackie says yes to another pair. Okay, good deal. This is the next thing I want to share with you guys. I don't actually have a link for where you can purchase these. However, I did link to Miss Pam's page because Miss Pam is the one who is selling these, and she doesn't have a website. But if you reach out to her like with a private message, she can send you like an invoice or something. But how cool are these? They are dot making tools. So this one, you can stamp it in the paint and then stamp it on your project. And I should have brought materials over here to demonstrate. But you stamp it and it makes like a circular dot so that then you can paint inside that dot. These, and I put this picture here because you can see the border around the outside of the design. I believe she used this one. It's got 5 little dots. And so she used that to kind of make like a little flower pattern. And so I thought that was just really cool. And then this one's even tinier. So each one does a pattern of 5 little dots. And they're like little stamps. You dip them in the paint and then you stamp them. Very cool. If you want to see these in action, Miss Pam has videos on her Facebook page where she's using these tools. And I believe there may even be one up in the like featured tab, like the pinned tab of her page that shows her using these in action. She is the queen of putting tiny little dots on things. And so she had these made by somebody local who has a 3D printer. She designed them and they made them for her. And so now she's selling them. I think it's like $15 for the set or something like that. And so she is one of our Painters Clubhouse members, local here, not local, but local to Texas. And oh, there's Miss Pam. She said, yes, that is the one I used. Thanks. Yeah. So Pam, if you want to drop a comment and let them know procedures for ordering these. Should they just DM you, like private message you? And that way you can send them. Is that what they're called? Dippin' Dotties? How cute. I gotta quit clicking on the comments. I didn't realize it. I keep forgetting it does that. Dippin' Dotties. What a cute little thing. 21%. Okay, yes. I looked at the wrong thing then, or remembered it wrong. $21 per set. They're very well made, like nice and durable. Like these are not going to break on you. These are nice, heavy duty, 3D printed, great little tools. Miss Pam is local to you, Janet. Yes, Miss Pam lives over in Texas, and she's been a good friend of ours. She's been to well, I won't say every Southern Adornments live. She missed the last one that we had, but she was at the original Southern Adornments live way back in 2019. That was the first time we met. Lots of you guys follow Miss Pam already and have been watching her videos, so you've probably seen her use these little tools. If you haven't, go check out her page. Go watch her use them, and I'm sure you'll be ordering them right away. Good morning, Wanda. Okay, to the hair waver. This is actually like 3-day-old hair curls. So I did these like 3 days ago, and they're holding up pretty good. I have even been out in the rain, so that's saying something. But if you notice, like normally I do wear my hair wavy, right? But it's the big waves. Like it's much bigger, wavier than this. This is a little closer to my natural curl pattern, which my natural curls gave up a long time ago. Because I use so many hot tools on my hair. I'm rough on my hair. My hairstylist says my hair is healthy, but it will not curl the way I want it to curl lately. So I gave up on it. And I saw this on TikTok. And I said Temu because Timo makes me think of Temu. Pam says, yes, they can send me a message. Okay, good deal. Good morning, Jennifer. And this is the compact one. So when you go over to the link for this, it's going to take you to TikTok. It's also on Amazon, but it is cheaper on TikTok. I got the compact one. And so for short hair or for the tiny waves, I would recommend the compact one. If you want bigger waves or if you have longer hair, you might want to get the bigger one. This one, the head of it is about that big, and the little waves are about 1 inch each. So they're pretty small. After I get done with it, it looks like big 80s hair. It's great. And so I really love it. It does allow you to set the temperature for your hair. And if you don't know what temperature to set it at, the little paper that comes in the box will say if you have thick hair, if you have thin hair, and it has like 4 different recommended settings based on your hair type. And so I think I've got mine currently set at 340 degrees. And you can also set the timer. So there's a timer function on it. It can go from 4, 6, 8, or 10 seconds. So you hit a little button, and each time you hit it, it'll jump 2 numbers. And I think I'm doing 8 seconds right now. So 340 for 8 seconds. I may reduce that though, because I don't think I'm going to need it that long. But what it does is when you clamp your hair, it'll count. And after like 6 seconds, if that's what you have it set to, it will beep and let you know that it's time to move it down the hair shaft, do it again, or remove it. And so that's really nice because I get easily distracted when I'm like curling and fixing my hair and I don't realize how long I'm holding it on that spot. And I'm like, was that 4 seconds or 10 seconds? I don't even know. And so I will advise you that when you first get this, you might have to play around with the settings a bit to get it just right for your hair. At 320, my hair would wave. I was doing 320 in 6 seconds originally. My hair was waving, but I noticed the next day my waves were like disappearing. It's like they didn't stay very long. So I increased it to 340, and these held up for like 3 days, even in the rain. So I think I'm getting closer to the right setting. After you crimp your hair and stuff, like section it off, crimp each little bit and let it cool, and then rake your fingers through it to kind of like fluff it out. Maybe even use a little bit of hair oil to kind of like scrunch it and help it separate, and then hit it with some hairspray. It'll be good to go. Wanda says, at least your hair grows. Mine won't. Oh, I'm sorry, Wanda. I've actually lost a lot of hair over the last year and a half. I'm currently in the regrowing phase. It may not look like it, but I have lost probably almost half my hair volume. Like my hair was so much thicker before, and it's slowly coming back, thankfully. Okay, This is the time-o. All right, the next thing I want to share with you guys is the Acorns Investing app. I actually heard about this from our friend Coach Kaya. Y'all know Miss Coach Kaya. She's our MC at all the SA Live events. She's been using this for, I think, the whole last year, she said, and she has it set up on her phone, connected to her bank account, and each time she uses her debit card, it will round up. Like if she paid $2.50, not 250. If she paid $2.50 for some fries, it'll round up 50 cents and invest that 50 cents for her. There's different settings you can do. I'm not doing that. I'm using it differently. There's a lot of different ways you can use the Acorns app. It is like, I think I'm on the bronze plan, $3 a month. And so it is a way to allow you to invest money in a better way than a savings account. So, a savings account only has like the bank's interest rate, right? Which is very low. It's not giving you hardly any money. But like this Acorns app, when you invest, you can make as much as like 8% back over time. And so the way I'm using it is I choose to invest a certain amount every week. And so you can set it up weekly, monthly, daily, if you want to invest daily amounts. And so I have it set up to pull like $20 a week from my bank account. And so that goes into my Acorns app and it's getting invested. And I don't really even have to choose what like companies I want it to invest in and stuff. It just does all that for you. And if you're nervous about this, just go look at the trial of it. Click the button. Well, shoot, it did this to me yesterday when I was live. It lost the whole feed. So I'm still here, y'all. That was so frustrating. When you download it, you're going to get $5 as your initial investment. Like once you set up your account and connect it, it'll put $5 of bonus money in there to get you started. It has plans for kids, so you can set up a plan for your kids. It even has, and this is, I think, a separate thing from Acorns, but it's through Acorns. And I think it was like $5 a month for one kid or $10 a month for 2 to 4 kids. But it would let you like set up a chores app. And like, so you could set chores on there and give them weekly allowances. And it even gives the kids a little debit card. I haven't done this yet, so I can't speak to this, but I saw this on their website. I was like, that is so cool. It gives the kids a little debit card that's connected to their Acorns account, and they can use that to learn how to manage money. And you can set like a spending cap limit. You can do, I don't know, it's got so many parental controls on it that are way like more easier to control than like say a bank account with a debit card. So look into this, see if this is something that would be good for you. If you're already investing money somewhere else, this might not be something for you. If you have a hard time saving money, you can treat this like a savings account or like an emergency fund. I think for a little bit more money, you can set up a retirement account. I'm just using it as a regular like investment account and just putting $20 a week in there just to see what happens. So let me know if you guys decide to try this out. I would love to know how you plan to use this. There's lots of different ways you can use this. So like I said, it could be a savings account. If you have a hard time saving money and you want to do the roundup thing like Kaya does, she rounds up. So anytime she swipes her debit card, it pulls like the extra cents to get to the next dollar and puts it in her Acorns account. And so it's like, if you spend money, you know that it's going to take a little bit of extra and save that for you. So it's like taxing you for your purchases, but in a good way. So let me know if y'all try this out. Use my referral link that I put in the links, comment link, and it'll send it to you. And using that referral link will get you a $5 like starting bonus. Like it will put $5 in your account. But I think you have to connect your bank account and actually select an investment plan in order for that to hit your account. And don't be nervous setting this up. Like it was so easy. It asked me a few questions, like a little survey, and I told it what I wanted to do, and it pretty much set it up for me. So it was very, very user friendly. I am so intimidated by investments and stocks and anything money wise, to be honest with you. And this was very beginner friendly. Brenda said it would be a good way to save for SA Live. Ooh, yeah. Squirrel away a little bit of extra money for shopping at the vendor booth when you get there. I think it's on Android and iPhone, Elizabeth. I really didn't look into that. I don't know. I just assumed it was available for both. I don't know. The link that I'm sending you, though, is going to send you to the Acorns website. And so that will probably then prompt you where to go download the app. Okay, more info about our Highland Cow Workshop. This begins in just 2 weeks, April 15th. It's a double-sided design. We're going to be teaching Bandana Lola, the yellow side. And then inside the Painters Clubhouse, a couple weeks later on April 28th, we're going to be teaching the patriotic version. But for this workshop, for just $10, you're going to be getting both of the templates to these projects and the supply lists. So you could paint the patriotic side on your own on the back if you wanted to, if you're not planning on joining the clubhouse. But you're going to be getting the templates, the supply list, and a video tutorial for Bandana Lola. And you're going to have access to a private Facebook group where you can connect with other painters, get all the best tips and tricks, and really feel connected and involved during this project. So if you need help anytime throughout the project, we will be able to, hop in and help you, because you'll be able to post pictures, ask for feedback, all those things. Now, if you want to join the Painters Clubhouse, it is open right now to new members during our early bird promotion time. And you will get free access to this workshop if you jump in and join Painters Clubhouse first. So it's your choice. If you're not sure if the clubhouse is right for you, then just pay the $10 and sign up for this. There is an optional kit that you can buy. So if you're nervous about being able to gather all the supplies, we've made it really easy for you by putting this kit together for $45 and free shipping. It's an 18-inch round. You get the 3D pieces for the front and the back, the welcome word and the red, white, and moo. You get a pack of brushes, a chip brush, a little fine mist spray bottle. Y'all been seeing me spritz water on stuff when I paint. That really helps. Some graphite paper, the templates for both projects, and the supply list printed out. And then if you need all the paints for the project, the Deco Art paint pack that we've put together has everything you need except, I think, black and white. So you can grab that as well. I've put all those things in the links. Now, if you've already signed up and you're not in the Facebook group yet, I put a link to the Facebook group in the links as well. So that way everybody can find us, because being in that group is very important in order to participate in this. That's where all the live videos are going to happen. That's where all the photos are going to be posted and all the things. So what questions do you guys have? Amy said, I'm so excited for this workshop. My kit arrives today. Yes, we've been shipping kits every day. Somebody asked me the other day, like, when is the last time we have to sign up for this? Well, technically, the deadline would be April 15th. That's the day we begin. However, if you're planning on ordering a kit, I would advise you to order that kit no later than like next Tuesday or Wednesday. You want to make sure you've got enough time for it to arrive. And so that would be like April 9th, maybe. So make sure and order by next week, just to be sure that it has time to get to you. Hello, Carrie. Hello, Heather. Wendy's got her kit ordered and it came yesterday. Wonderful. Judy says, join now. It's so much fun. Thank you for sharing that, Judy. I think that's all I got for you. Oh, I do have our new designs in the shop this week are all birthday themed. So because the Painters Clubhouse is celebrating 7 years as our birthday in April, we're even going to have a little birthday bash in the clubhouse, I think on May the 1st. So we're celebrating a little late, but we wanted to get past workshop and everything. We've got 5 new designs for you. They're all 15% off until Sunday at midnight, and you can save an additional 20% if you're a Painters Clubhouse member. Clubhouse members get 20% off every day in the shop. So be sure and use that discount code. Oh, Hannah's already gotten her 3D letters. So I'm glad you said that. So if you want just the 3D words for this project, that is an option as well. I didn't put that link in the links, but it is over in the Facebook group once you get in the Highland Cow Facebook group. In order to get in the Facebook group, though, you will have to pay the $10 first, unless you're a Painters Clubhouse member. If you're a Clubhouse member, just go join the Facebook group. That's all you got to do. Sharon says, if you purchase the kit, do you sign up for the workshop separately? Yes, the kit and the workshop are purchased separately because not everybody's going to want the kit. So the $10 is your registration fee. That gets you the template. It gets you the tutorials and access to the Facebook group. Without that $10, you won't get in the Facebook group. Then the kit is ordered separately, just as an option. So not everybody needs the kit. Some people are cutting their own wood blanks. Some are picking them up at like the local Hobby Lobby or wherever they can find them. So this is kind of a choose your own journey. You can make this as DIY as you want, or you can make it as easy as you want by just grabbing the kit, whichever is more convenient for you. Connie got her lettering, waiting on the paint. Wonderful. Yeah, I would be ordering that deco art paint as soon as possible, just in case they run out of certain colors or, shipping times. Stuff just takes longer than you think it will. So if you're going to be ordering the paint pack, definitely do that sooner than later. Margarita said, I didn't get the words, but you ordered the kit. I wonder if they just messed up and didn't put them in there. Margarita, if that's the case, shoot an email over to customer service so we can get that sent out to you. Any other questions before we go? I don't see any. Tammy says her birthday's Monday. Happy early birthday, Tammy. Wonderful. My Charlie's birthday's coming up. When is Charlie's birthday? 2 more days. So Sunday. Charlie's birthday's Sunday, y'all. She's turning 10. I think we're going to do like a little family birthday party for her on Sunday. And then the following Saturday, she's going to try to have a pool party if the weather cooperates here in Kentucky. It's supposed to be, and I know this is like 12 days out, or 10 days out. It's supposed to be like 70 degrees and sunny. If it is, kids don't care. They'll be in the pool. They will have a blast. But we've been having so much like weather that's just all over the place lately. I really don't know. Yes, I can't believe she's going to be 10. It's crazy. And it's funny how all of a sudden her mannerisms and the way she talks are so much more mature. And I'm like, are you in middle school? What happened? You're supposed to be in 4th grade. So yeah, it's like suddenly the maturity level has changed, and she still talks 900 miles an hour. I mean, she gets it honest. She just does, but I can really see a difference in her in just the last couple of months. And it makes me sad, but it also makes me super proud because I can like see the young lady in her that she's becoming. So that makes me really proud. We're not going to cry this morning on Friday Fab 5. And then my mama's birthday is on Tuesday. So April 8th. They have birthdays really close together. Let's see. Pam says, are all the lives in Southern Adornments in the evening? I'm asking because I'm in the UK. Are you talking about in the Painters Clubhouse? Lives in the Painters Clubhouse? They're usually actually during the daytime around like 10 a.m. or 1 p.m. Central. So I usually try to do them while the kids are at school. Dixie says it's the double digits effect. I guess so. It makes me so sad. Connie says my granddaughter turns 15 on the 9th, 21. Oh, I'm not ready for that. Brett and Charlie were talking yesterday, and Brett is going to be 15 this year. And so they bicker and fight all the time. They never get along. And Charlie's like, I just want him to like me, Mom. And I'm like, honey, he loves you. She goes, I know he loves me, but I want him to like me. And I said, he likes you. He's just not going to act like he likes you. I know, but I want him to act like he likes me, she says. And she said, but I want him to act like he likes me like Travis acts like he likes me, because her brother Travis is 18. So he's much more mature, and there's a bigger age gap there. There's like an 8-year age gap between Charlie and Travis. So Travis treats her much sweeter than Brett treats her. And so Brett was like, well, or she said, I said, well, Travis is 18. Maybe by the time Brett's 18, he will. And she goes, how old will I be then? And I said, you'll be almost 14. And she's like, oh. She goes, I don't want to wait that long. I said, well, if it makes you feel any better, my brother and I didn't get along until I went to college. And she goes, I don't want to wait till I'm that old to get along with my brothers. It's so sweet. She wants their love and attention, and she wants to feel like they like her. But right now, they just act like they are annoyed by her 24/7. And I'm like, honey, it's just, that's brothers for you. That's the way it is. I can't change it. I can't make them act like they like you. Pam says, I want to join in the Highland Cow, but I'll have to watch the replays. Oh, Pam, if you're talking about the Highland Cow workshop, that one's happening at 7 p.m. Central on April 15th and 17th. So what time will that be where you are? It might be middle of the night. So you may have to watch the replay an hour or two late, and that's okay. Totally okay. There's my mama. I just told them Charlie's birthday's coming up, and so is yours. So Leanne says she needs a sister. No, no, no. Once upon a time, my husband and I thought we might have 4 kids, and then by the time Charlie came along, and she was a couple of years old, we started really like thinking about the timeline, and I'm like, no, I think we need to stop now because I want my kids to be grown by the time I have grandkids. Right. And it's nothing wrong with having small children in the house while you're a grandparent, but I knew I wanted that like break in between so that I'm super excited when grandkids come along. And I know that feels weird, but like my son's already 18. At the time we made this decision, he was only 12, I think. And I was thinking, well, 10 years from now, he'll be 22. So he might have a kid around that time. And I'll be a grandkid in 10, I'll have grandkids in 10 years. Like I was doing all the math and all of a sudden I realized like, oh, there's not as much time as you think there is. Like time flies. And here we are 6 years later and it's already been flying by. So Pam said it'll be 1 a.m. Okay. Well, yeah, you can definitely catch the replay then. That'll be perfectly fine. All right, you guys, have a wonderful weekend. I've enjoyed catching up with you. I will see you on Tuesday when I go live again. So comment alert if you want to get notified that I'm going to be going live. If you didn't get the links for today, comment links or link, and it'll send you all the information about the workshop, all the things we've talked about. And I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.